at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. What you got? You used to think you owned the street. Well, pack your bags and your ass is dead meat.
How is it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 19 of the Lowdown Show Brand Wars on No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast. We are your Canadian-based WWE podcast that discusses reviews, Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night Smackdown from the past week, as well as our Twitter poll segment called the Luke Gallows Polls, and WWE Headlines. Yes, it's returning this week, where we talk about any important news in the WWE. Every week, the Lowdown Show is broadcasted live on Spreaker at Spreaker.com/NHBWP, and after it is done, it is posted on YouTube, SoundCloud, on Spreaker itself, and iTunes in full. If you would like to join in the conversation, have your thoughts, questions, opinions read on the podcast, tweet us at noholdsbarredwp, or by leaving us a comment on the YouTube section below. You can follow the podcast, following us on Twitter, liking us on Facebook, as well as subscribing to all our outlets, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spreaker, and iTunes. We are everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure. However you want to listen to us, we are here for you. I am your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters. And every week, I'm always continue to be joined by my co-host, the boss, Mr. Corporate himself, the champ, Corporate Cappy.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
The Lowdown Show is always brought to you by Bootios.
It is always brought to you by Bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. I keep forgetting that plug every week. I forget that plug. I even have the box. That's embarrassing of me. I have the Bootios box.
We both have
the built box where we put our own cereal in.
Yeah, I put Lucky Charms in it, but
I went with my boy Cheerios, closest to the Bootios.
I guess so. I wanted like the marshmallows.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I love looking at the box and seeing what the actual marshmallows are.
Yeah,
like the upside down heart is the booties. like
the
all they did was take the heart and turn it upside down.
The trombone, Kofi's shoes, just a bunch of crap.
Oh, great, it's great. Anyways, go home shows this week for SummerSlam. This is probably going to be one of the biggest SummerSlams of all time. It's shaping up to be. I mean, it's a 4-hour SummerSlam, and they've got big matches this Sunday. So you think that this week's shows would be, a build-up of those matches. I feel like we didn't really get that at all.
This week was bad.
It was very unexciting. Like, there were some moments, but then, I'm like, oh, they could have done so much more to hype these matches, but they didn't.
Nope.
They didn't at all.
It's the week before or leading up to the second biggest pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, number one's WrestleMania. SummerSlam basically is the second biggest.
And they're trying to make it like WrestleMania. It's 4 hours.
4 hours.
Like, I feel like this is a build-up for like Over the Limit.
They even have a takeover event the day before, which is that's shaping up to be a huge takeover event as well.
Yeah.
This is basically like a WrestleMania weekend, and you did nothing to build these matches up.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's leading into Breaking Point or Over the Limit or something. You know what I mean? It's not like a big-time feel right now.
But we're going to start off the show, actually. We were going to start off with the Luke Gallows polls. I just want to start off with the tweets, your tweets out there. And this week, we only have one guy, the returning tweeter, at Real Michael Chow on Twitter.
I like this guy.
I love him, too. He says, this week's shows before SummerSlam were both a big letdown. They did a bad job of pushing the matches this year. He also tweets to us a question. Who do you think will benefit more from the Lesnar and Orton match? With Lesnar on the cover of 2K, does that guarantee wins? Interesting question. We'll get into that later. But Thank you, Michael Chow, for tweeting. Guys, if you guys want to get your tweets around the air and discussed, just tweet at us. No Holds Barred WP, as I said in the intro.
That simple.
It's that simple. Or even leave us a comment on YouTube. That's it.
Yep.
We'll respond to you. We won't ignore you.
Yep. We respond to every comment.
Yeah, we'll give you the push.
Good or bad it is.
Yeah, we'll push. We'll give you the push.
Yep.
The Dolph Ziggler push. Anyways, we're getting into the first segment of the show, guys. And that is the Luke Gallows polls. Hit that poll music. All right, welcome to the Luke Gallows polls, everybody. Our segment of the show where we read the Twitter polls. And that comes from our friends at Fun WWE Polls on Twitter. Go check them out, guys, at Fun WWE Polls. They do some fantastic polls, some funny polls, some serious polls. Anyway, you can get right in on and interact with. Great stuff there. So, Cobra Cappy, lead us off.
Yeah, they had a bunch of polls that I'm not going to read about who was going to win every match, so I'm going to skip all those. All the predictions for all the matches. We'll go over that later. So, what's your opinion of the Brock Lesnar Heath Slater segment?
Oh,
great,
God.
good, okay, or terrible? 51% great.
Great.
I thought this was phenomenal. I mean, I don't know. People are kind of sick of the whole Heath Slater thing, but I kind of thought it was great. Him coming out and interrupting Brock Lesnar of all people.
Yeah, I guess you can say that, and like him interrupting Paul Heyman, even for that matter.
Yep.
And they had the whole camera cut, and he's like, "Hey!"
And then he got in the ring, and Lesnar's like, "I don't give a shit about
thing.
your kids," and they had to bleep it out. I was like, "Oh man,
yeah, that was
Lesnar actually
hilarious."
got on the
So
mic.
okay, I'd say that was great. I'll agree with you guys out there for once.
Okay, for once. Next, are you going to watch SummerSlam this Sunday? Yes, no, or undecided? 69% said yes.
Okay,
Undecided one was 16.
How did?
Or, second, sorry, was second.
How are you undecided? You're gonna watch it. What do you mean? It's either you're undecided because you're gonna work, or you might have to work, or you're undecided because you're contemplating not watching. If you're contemplating not watching, just for that matter, just don't watch. Just go watch something
Why do you
else.
watch wrestling then?
Go watch like the Olympics or something. It's obviously that you don't care. Just go. Just leave.
Next, what's your opinion of Jon Stewart being Raw's guest for SummerSlam? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down for 64%.
Is there a don't care thumb?
I just don't want him to interfere in like a big match again, like he did last year.
Yeah,
With the
I
Seth
just don't
Rollins
care
John
though.
Cena thing.
If he stays out of the match, sure, why not? Whatever, get some promotion, I guess. I don't know. He's a wrestling fan, so whatever.
This is a good poll. Did you think WWE unveiled Finn Balor's Demon King gimmick too soon? Yes or no? Yes, 67%.
I vote yes. I honestly thought that they should have done that at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Which we'll get into
Why
later.
do they gotta rush stuff so quick all the time? I feel like everything good they just rush.
That's like definitely a current problem in WWE. They kind of jump the gun in a lot of stuff.
Yep. What was your opinion of Raw this week? Great, good, okay, or terrible? Okay, won with 34%.
Yeah. I'd say okay or meh. If there was a meh, I'd say meh.
What's your opinion of Naomi's new entrance? Thumbs up, one with 77%.
I'll give my answer later on when we talk about it.
We got three more here. What's your opinion of Kurt Hawkins' return to SmackDown Live? Thumbs up, one with 57%.
I'm going to say I don't know because I don't know how he's going to be used.
I think he's just going to be a jobber.
Apparently he's got a new gimmick too. I don't know. We'll see.
Which was the better... okay, we're going to skip that one because we'll do that after. Will Alberto Del Rio be a member of the WWE roster January 1st, 2017? No, one was 76%.
Oof. I think that's just based off the current rumors. I mean, now we'll get into what happened to him in our news segment, but
yep. And, I won't even read the last one, so that'll be the end of the
that'll
poll.
be it. So, guys, that is a Luke Gallows poll segment, our Twitter polls. If you have a poll out there that you want us to go through, you make that poll and tag us in it on Twitter, and we'll read it and make it part of the show. How about that? How about that? That's some creative planning for an NHBWP right there. But
tag us in a poll.
Yep. Get us into the third segment of the show, the intro to our breaking news segment. Can we please have it? All right, guys. Welcome to the breaking news, WWE Headlines.
The best theme.
The best theme.
Ever.
I love that theme. And guys, this is our segment of the show where we talk about breaking news in the WWE, and boy, do we have news this week for you.
Do we want to save the best for last?
I think we saved the best for last.
Okay, so we'll get into something that broke my heart this week. Sasha Banks got married at a private. It was like a private wedding.
Wow, they tied the knot.
Yeah, it wasn't like a big thing like Lana and Rusev where they got fucking everyone involved in it and TNT was all over.
That was like part of Total. That I think I had something to do with Total Divas too.
I don't even. It wouldn't have even been released, but a photo got leaked of Makazi and Sasha Banks at their like little private wedding they had.
God, so they've tied the knot.
Congrats to them, I guess, but not really. But yep,
so
it's all right though.
I guess that's okay.
Good for her. What a year she's had so far.
Yeah, I mean now
winning the title.
On the title, now she's married, having a stellar year for Sasha Banks. That's for sure.
So, I mean, I have nothing.
I know. I'd be sour too, but
don't you dare be sour.
I'm sour about other stuff with my current.
Second bit of news that we forgot to talk about last week was Shelton Benjamin will no longer be returning to SmackDown Live, unfortunately.
Torn rotator cuff they found. Wow.
That sucks.
Now he's gone for like 6 to 8 months until he can return.
And who knows if they'll even have him back by then.
Like, he could return for Royal Rumble and make like a surprise appearance. That's if he even like is healed by then, like John Cena heel type injury. Like, I don't think he has the strength to heal like John Cena, but that sucks.
That was gonna elevate SmackDown Live. I was really looking forward to Shelton Benjamin coming back. He's such a phenomenal athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He can do a lot of things. He can be in the mid card. He can even go in the upper card.
God, it's gonna suck. They're gonna have to do that trade now. That rumored trade we talked about last week. They're definitely gonna have to do it now. I really hope it happens.
Cesaro or Sami Zayn.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when Sami Zayn's not even on the fucking card of SummerSlam.
Yeah, which we'll get into when we talk about Raw too as well. So I guess we'll get into the last bit of news.
Oh man.
Ugh.
Both of us here.
Both of us are sour on each end. For one, it started out with Corporate Cappy's guy, and I was like, I had a little laugh here and there, and then what happened later on in the day, it just drove me over the wall. So we'll start off with what happened in the morning. I wake up to a tweet saying that Del Rio has been suspended 30 days for violating the wellness policy. Okay. I'm not sure what he's taking. The guy doesn't even look bigger than what he used to look like.
Oh, he looks a bit bigger.
I don't know. Maybe they're taking some sort of... It could be some sort of type of steroid that like maybe helps you heal faster. You know?
I had kind of a funny prediction. It's not PG at all.
Oh,
I think that he might be taking Viagra to keep up with Paige.
Oh, my God. But then later on in the day, coincidentally, is Paige's birthday. She gets suspended for 30 days for violating the well. What the hell? Okay, something's happening here because it's such a weird coincidence that it's happening to this real-life couple.
In the same day.
And both getting suspended for maybe even the same substance. What the hell are they taking?
What are they doing?
I want to know.
Are they taking some kind of protein shake that's illegal or what?
I honestly don't know. Like we had some guys bickering and tagging us in on Twitter, Michael Chow and Chuck Wilson here. I'm going to pull up here, see what they were saying. We had Michael Chow saying, wonder what it was. I know Paige is out with an injury and Del Rio doesn't look buffer than when he first debuted. And then we got Chuck Wilson chiming in, every suspension looks more hypocritical regarding Brock. Seriously. Then they start talking about the Slater and all that stuff, which is pretty funny. But yeah, it's interesting. I want to know what the hell happened and what the hell are they taking, because this pissed me off because Paige has been trained to get back in the ring. She had 2 injuries.
And it's along the same lines as what Brock Lesnar took, and he didn't get suspended.
Yeah. I'm gonna be pissed.
This is bullshit. Paige was, like you said, Paige was on her road to recovery. She was going to come back soon.
And nothing's been released yet. Like, they haven't released anything about what kind of drugs that they took, or if it's some sort of steroid.
Well, they never released anything about Reigns either, did they?
No, not either. Maybe they're going to keep that hush-hush. But
maybe they're going to start keeping it. They're not going to release what it actually was. They're just going to say violate a wellness policy. They're not going to go in more in depth than that.
Or maybe I think someone told me. I think someone messaged me. And they said maybe they were partying too hard after one night. I don't know.
They're not even.
It could be alcohol. It could even be alcohol. They could have came to the show drunk.
But they're on opposite shows. Who knows?
It's weird. I really want to know.
I don't know.
If you guys have any funny predictions, let us know. Tweet us. Leave in a comment
because he's not liking the.
That sucks for him because now there's all these rumors saying he's about to leave the company and how unhappy he is. Now he gets suspended for 30 days. I really hope he doesn't drag Paige with her. I really do not. I hope Paige doesn't leave the company.
I don't either. I hope so. Or I hope not either.
I don't think she does. I think she loves working for WWE. I don't understand.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
I just think that the relationship isn't great right now because even when she was healthy, they weren't giving her proper spots on TV.
Yeah, that's for sure.
She's a bad influence on Del Rio. What can I say?
Oh, come on. You can't say that. It was Del Rio that got suspended first for one.
I'm just being corporate right now.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks if we get something or not. But yes, sad day for us both.
On No Holds Barred.
Is your favorite wrestler and my favorite woman are both suspended for 30 days. But it's not like Paige, I could have seen her in the next 30 days. She was like rehabilitating her injuries.
And I mean, Del Rio's been jobbing to Cena and Orton the last 2 weeks, so there you go.
I wonder if they knew, and that's why they jobbed him to Cena.
Probably. Like the whole Roman Reigns.
Just like the whole Roman Reigns thing. I'd laugh.
It was his destiny. I don't know.
It's his destiny.
I'm done talking about this now.
So we'll get into the reviews then. Both show reviews. Again, like we said, didn't feel exciting. We're in the go-home shows for SummerSlam, and this week just was a letdown. It was a serious letdown. But I'm going to give it some benefit of the doubt for both shows. There was some key moments that were okay and did hype it a little bit. So we'll jump into Raw. Raw this week. Yeah. Okay, we got a couple of jump the gun kind of things happening this week, but we'll start off with Rusev and Reigns. Rusev actually cut a pretty decent promo in ring. Okay, I thought that was actually pretty good. He comes out criticizing Roman for ruining their wedding celebration. He says that there will be no Raw tonight. And I'm not leaving until Roman apologizes. Like, no Raw.
I'm like it. Like Rusev's funny. Like I'm liking the way his character is right now.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, Mick came out trying to get like Rusev to leave the ring. Rusev fires back at Mick saying that he takes back saying he's the greatest GM of all mankind. Is that like a pun? Was that supposed to be like a...
I think so.
I don't know if it was just something to make it sound like his English wasn't so good, but greatest gem of all mankind.
Nice plug there, Rusev.
Way to go. Anyways, Rusev says it's not fair that Roman keeps getting opportunity after opportunity, which, I can't agree with that. He just got suspended 30 days, automatic title shot. He wants Stephanie McMahon to come out. She comes out and basically says that, and backs up Mick Foley, saying Rusev better show him some respect, and that Foley's one of the greatest Hall of Famers of all time. Rusev gets pretty pissy, saying that he deserves respect because he's the champion of the show.
He's like, who's Mick Foley? Who is he?
And he's the champion of Raw. Okay, relax, Rusev. You're not... After Sunday, you won't be the champion of Raw, okay? Then we get another brand jab, and it's by Rusev this time. He says, maybe I'll give little Daniel a call and your big brother Shane. They appreciate talent.
Oh, God. I love these brand jabs at each other.
Oh,
They're
God.
hilarious.
If they continue that leading up to Survivor Series, that's going to be sick. Like, I can see a lot of brand wars going on around then. Then Roman Reigns comes out. All right. Fantastic. He says he's sorry to Rusev about him going to that website where he found his mail order wife. Okay. I forgot Russian wives were mail order.
Oh my God.
My bad, Roman. Roman says he doesn't want to wait till SummerSlam and wants to fight right now. Obviously, trying to be that type of character. He doesn't give a shit, just wants to fight. Trying to get the crowd behind him. Rusev says he wants to defend his wife's honor, so Mick Foley books Roman versus Rusev for Rusev to defend Lana's honor.
Our corporate former co-host No Self Hill was like, so if Roman wins, does he get Lana's honor? I don't know. I think every man in the world would want Lana's
I think that'd
honor.
be like a freaking 1 on 800 million match. So before their match, they had a backstage segment where Roman was getting interviewed by Tom. When he was ambushed from behind, they start freaking throwing down. They throwing each other around, hitting each other into random shit. And Rusev sort of flips Roman onto the catering table, which I thought was supposed to break. Because, Roman kind of did a jerk, he was trying to get the table to break, but it didn't. And then, basically, which leads into their match. The match was already, I wasn't looking that forward to, because I'm like, okay, why are they having a match already? They're having a match on Sunday. Why are they actually having a one-on-one match with each other? It's not like WWE to do. So the match was actually semi-decent.
It was actually good for a Roman Reigns match.
For a Roman Reigns match. We'll say that.
Yeah. It was the main event.
If they're not pulling out all the stops here, then their SummerSlam match is actually going to be pretty good. But if it's the same, again, jumping the gun. What's happening with that?
I guess they just wanted to make Reigns look like a credible opponent.
Yeah, and Roman won clean.
Yep.
He won clean. Unbelievable. It's interesting to think. So, Roman next champion? Next U.S. champion? Could we see Rusev finally lose that U.S. title?
Not sure, because Roman's going to get booed out of the building in Brooklyn.
Oh, my God. That's what I mean. This week was in, I forget where they were in Raw this week, but he got semi-cheered.
Corpus Christi.
Yeah, he got semi-cheered. But then you got to go to Brooklyn on Sunday, where they're a hardcore crowd. Like, they're still half ECW based. Like, they're gonna boo the shit out of that guy out of the building. You're gonna have like 4 Roman Reigns fans in the entire place.
Like, Rusev's gonna be the face in this match, and it's gonna be terrible.
God,
that's what's gonna suck about it.
I just want to know what happens. I'm gonna judge that match just by their entrances. That's it. So we'll move on. Sheamus versus Sami Zayn. Hey, look who's back!
Sami
Zayn, where'd you go, man? And he has no SummerSlam match. Why? Why the hell does this guy not have a match? He's unreal. Look at the freaking match we just saw on Raw. Why the hell does this guy not have a match?
Yeah, and look at some of the matches that are actually on the card, and you're like, really?
Really? Like, Sami Zayn you could face Sami Zayn against Neville. That would have been something to watch. Yeah. Why the hell is that not a match? But Cesaro's at ringside for this match. I guess some more heat between Sheamus and him. Sheamus was setting up for a bro kick. Cesaro distracts him, causing Sami Zayn to capitalize with the haluva kick and picks up the win. So Sami Zayn returns, even has a win against Sheamus. But he doesn't have a SummerSlam match. He can beat Sheamus, but he doesn't have a SummerSlam match.
Nope.
After the match,
my God.
They had some backstage arguing, some officials trying to separate them.
I can't believe this.
Mick separates them and then books a match that I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. For one, this is not for a title. 2, why do you book them in we have to see a best of 7 series with Sheamus.
We already saw it twice, and that was enough.
Oh my God! Now and the first match is at SummerSlam. Oh God, are you serious?
Did the first 2 matches not count?
Could they please have count those matches? Could they please count those matches towards the series?
I don't want to see Sheamus in any kind of 7.
Now we got to see him face Cesaro. Oh, this probably could go to 7. We're probably got to see it 7 times.
It's gonna go all the way to like November.
Oh my God!
Why?
Why? How is this pushing Cesaro? Why?
What's gonna come out of this? Does the person who wins gets like a world title match?
They didn't even stipulate that. I really hope that in the coming weeks we actually get a determining factor out of this match.
Can you imagine if the 7 it
just means nothing? I'd be so pissed if like Cesaro wins this like 4-0 or 4-2, something like that, and nothing comes out of it. Are you kidding me? Why the hell is this a best of 7? It's like the worst booking I've ever seen.
I think the last time we saw a series was Booker T Orlando Jordan versus Chris Benoit, and Benoit beat him like 3-0. Why? Can we have some predictions? I mean, I want Cesaro to win 4-0, but I mean, I think it's probably gonna.
It's gonna go to
6.
7.
I think it's gonna go 6. I think Cesaro.
We're gonna get fucking 7 matches out of Sheamus. I know we're gonna get it. We're getting 7, and Cesaro's gonna win in 7.
Here's the thing: what can they possibly do in 7 different matches? Is gonna make.
I hope they have like one Raw where they actually like bang out like 3 matches out of that series, just because I don't want it to continue. Like next Raw, just bang out like 3 matches.
Like, are they gonna have the same match 7 times? Like, what are they gonna change up? What can Sheamus change up? He's got the same like 6 moves.
I don't know. I hope there's like a backstage match or something just to elevate this match, because I really just don't care.
If you were gonna do a 7 match series, do it with like Cesaro and like someone else like Sami Zayn, or someone that can actually pull out different moves.
Pretty much.
Sheamus, who's just stiff as hell.
So you got Cesaro, probably one of the best pure talents on the roster, and you're gonna have him face Sheamus
7 times.
I cringe even thinking about this match. God. This is the worst match I've ever seen. I've ever like. Oh God, Mick, why?
This
why?
could be our worst match of the year. Quick candidates for
it might win it. It might win like a new award, worst series of all time. So we'll move on. I'm done talking about Sheamus. Got some cool. So I get another thing that WWE kind of jumps the gun on. So Seth Rollins comes out and calls out the Demon King. First off, though, if everyone caught it, the random fan that was not part of WWE that charged the ring and charged at Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins shoved them out of the ring, and security just jumped all over him.
I didn't even see that part.
What good promo work by Seth, though, here. Because the kid, you have to like see like other footage from it. The kid gets knocked out of the ring, security's jumping on him. So this is good. This is how good Seth is at promo. He laughs at him and starts pointing at him and says, hey, is that supposed to be the Demon King? and like plays it into his promo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is unreal. I'm like, wow, what good work by Seth to actually pull that off. Unbelievable. So yeah, he transitions it into the regular promo. The lights start flickering, and we get some demon noises, and out comes Balor as the Demon King.
They shouldn't have rushed this. They should have waited for SummerSlam.
I say they should have rushed it too. I'm really surprised it is before SummerSlam, but maybe we have something else that we haven't seen yet. Maybe this is just regular Finn Balor. Maybe there's going to be like different paint and different costume items for SummerSlam.
Maybe, but
I don't know. Unless this is just, if it's rushed, if it's the same thing, if he's painted the same way as SummerSlam, I'll be upset. But Balor looked really, really fierce here. Definitely toned into that demon trance of his. He has a stare down with Seth Rollins. They start brawling. There's this like crazy outside dive thing. It was awesome. So like he sets up the coup de grace, jumps. Seth Rollins rolls out of the ring. Finn instantly lands on his feet, runs to the rope, and then does an outside dive like right away. Like it's so quick. It just shows the intensity, I guess, out of this demon character of Finn. So holy crap, man! The crowd was chanting like, "This is awesome!" Like this match is going to be unreal at SummerSlam.
It's probably gonna be match of the night.
Literally will be. I think. Like, oh my god, I can't wait anymore. I want to see these guys face each other. Like this is like, match of the year.
Could be, yeah. And it could go either way, to be honest. Like I think Seth Rollins is going to win, but I could see them wanting Finn Balor to be like the new guy to run with the new title. Yeah,
they said it's so hard to pick a winner out of this. It's so tough. But I cannot wait for this match. But again, they maybe should have saved this for SummerSlam.
Yeah. When they kept saying Demon King, was I the only one that like thought they were saying Demon Kane for a while? Like it literally sounds like they're saying Demon Kane half the time.
It's the Demon Kane. Like that's gotta be Kane.
Like, it's way too close. Demon King, Demon Kane.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I think it's just because you're a big Corporate Kane fan.
Corporate Kane, I guess, but still, like I don't know. Just I found that funny. But
I think this is gonna be a really good match. I can't wait for it. But again, good promo work by Seth, even with the outside interference of that fan.
Yeah, I'm glad they both like finally had an in-ring promo together this week.
Yep. So yeah, can't wait for that for SummerSlam. So we'll move on here. So PTP back together.
Yeah, when I heard the music, I'm like, what the fuck?
Or so we thought. And they faced the Shining Stars, even better. So after a decent match, looks like Bob Backlund's trying to give Titus some advice when Darren accidentally bumps into Titus and he kind of falls. Titus gets back in the ring and gets a clash of the Titus and Darren, and the Shining Stars pick up on that and win.
And Titus just walks out.
Okay, so we had a tease on maybe the PTP getting back together, and we're not going to see a Titus and Darren match, but yeah, looks like we're probably going to see that for SummerSlam. Okay. So is Titus the heel? Like we were discussing this last week, we didn't know who the heel and the face was. I guess this is pretty much showing maybe Titus is the heel. It's so hard. I don't know who's gonna get cheered or booed at SummerSlam between these guys.
They've already done this match with Titus as the heel against Darren Young. Like we had that like last year, 2 years ago. It's like
I think they're just gonna like after their match, they're gonna shake hands at SummerSlam, maybe get back together.
They need they should be a tag team on SmackDown.
Yeah, and have Bob Backlund as their coach. Like that would be great. But yeah, we had a small tease, but no, didn't get him back. We had a semi match with them with the greatest tag team of all time, the Shining Stars.
Your favorite.
That's definitely elevating the Raw division. Sure.
I hear crickets right now talking about the Shining Stars.
Yep. The Shining who? But we'll get into another segment here. Which is really funny, actually. It was interesting because actually kind of I was getting bored of Heath Slater. And this week kind of was like, okay.
This was great.
So Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out, and before they could even say anything, Heath Slater cuts them off.
This was fantastic.
God, Heath, why? Why did you do that? Why? He talks about being the hottest free agent and says that if he can beat Brock Lesnar on Raw, he can be on the main roster. And he says he's got like kids depending on him. And we actually get Brock to talk. Brock actually talks this week.
Yeah.
He says he feels you. Yeah, I feel you, Heath. I got kids too. Let's talk about it. He gets him into the ring. Then goes right to his face, says he doesn't give a shit about your kids.
He's like, you got two options. You can either
walk
leave,
out.
like, yep.
Or
you can
keep
stay
standing
here
there and pissing
me
Brock off. So if he even tries to clothesline him, why did you try to clothesline
like
him,
a
Keith?
fake out. I'm like, really?
And then gets his ass kicked, goes to Suplex City, gets caught in an F5 tornado, and bye-bye Heath. So they get back into their promo, and they talk about the match with Randy Orton, and Paul Heyman, as he's best as doing, just builds up Brock Lesnar, and then that's it. So, yeah, okay.
Good for Brock getting on the mic and saying...
Yeah, good for Brock for getting some mic skills this week, I guess. I mean, there's less jabs at Randy Orton than Heath Slater. I don't know if that's normal or not. Like, you're supposed to be hyping up your match with Randy Orton, and they really just did this squash thing with Heath Slater. They could have, like, squashed Heath Slater to Nia Jax. Why the hell did it have to be Brock Lesnar? I mean, it was funny, but I don't know. It just felt
Orton the week before that, so like
it just felt this should have happened like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm looking forward to Brock's and Randy Orton's match, but like
I am too.
I don't know.
That was a bad way to build it for some
bad way to build it. Again, like we said this week, they did a really bad job at building up matches. So we'll move on. We're going to do another feud, the Kevin Owens and Jericho against Jericho, as they're being referred to, and Big Cass and Enzo. Enzo and Big Cass have a promo beforehand. Again, another funny promo. These guys are freaking hilarious. They have a promo before the match, and it's talk this like barbecue thing where they're naming off barbecue items compared to Jericho, and it's like weenies and stuff. It's just so funny. Like, these guys are so entertaining. I love them. So we get into the match, and it's Big Cass versus Kevin Owens. It's actually a pretty good match, and then it ends up with Jericho causing a DQ on Big Cass, and then Kevin Owens and Jericho start beating up on Big Cass in the middle of the ring and leave both men lying on the ground, looking strong heading into their match at SummerSlam. I think it should be a good match.
I'm looking forward to this match. I mean, Enzo and Cass are probably going to get the pop of the night in Brooklyn.
Oh, for sure. Like that's probably going to be opening match of the card, I'd say.
That might get like the biggest pop, like one of them of like all time.
I think that's going to start off SummerSlam. That's my pick. But it's just going to be good to see all four finally in the ring together and actually in a match with each other instead of DQing each other.
I like Jericho and Owens too. They're
a really good tag team.
Yeah. Like, I got your back now, and all the tweets of Jericho like retweeting them like them two together. The one you showed me of the hockey.
Oh yeah, they cropped they cropped each other's faces on Team Canada hockey players. Oh, these guys are hilarious, man. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to love to see this match at SummerSlam. So it's another interesting match to get into at SummerSlam. So we'll move on. So I just spoke about it a couple seconds ago with Heath Slater. Nia Jax.
Oh my god.
Another squash match.
Why? Okay, she had 2 squash matches, then a vignette, and then another squash match.
Yeah.
Why?
So to show you, Corporate Cappy, what I have written down for this match. So guys, I have my lines here. Like I got my stuff in front of me for our show, and I have my key points for each match and each segment. I have under Nia Jax squash match. I have pointless. And that's it.
Did I send you the name of the person that she faced? I think I did.
That Buzz Lightyear wearing crazy chick.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! What the hell was that attire? What the hell was that? But why is Nia Jax squashing people? Why? Are they just waiting for... Maybe they're running out of creative ideas for her. So like, all right, just go out there every week and squash until we figure something out. Something like that. But Nia Jax, it's got to stop squashing. It's got to stop. It's got to end soon because I'm getting tired of it. I don't know why people out there even voted that they like squash matches because it's really pointless.
Her name was Rachel Levy.
Oh, well.
And I text you saying, who looks like a blue-haired Bailey wannabe with tattoos.
Yeah, and she's wearing like that Paige. Remember when Paige wore that skirt kind of thing?
But it's like, do we need her to squash people?
No. I could have done without this week.
And it's every week, it's either her or Braun Strowman. And then this week, Braun Strowman didn't have a squash match, and he had a vignette.
I really wish she didn't do that, because then it would force me not to watch something like that. But because she did it, I have to watch it for the show, and I can't believe I watched that shit. It was terrible. I don't get it.
But did you realize that? Like, last week, Strowman had a match, and she had a vignette. And then this week, she had a match, and he had a vignette.
They're running out of ideas with these guys.
They really just need to put them together and just squash everybody.
A mixed tag
like a mixed squash match.
Wow. That would be epic.
Epically terrible.
That is match of the year candidate right there. Mixed squash match.
Especially with Braun Strowman's crazy moveset that
should be the main event of SummerSlam, 100%. Screw Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. Let's put that in the main event of SummerSlam. That would sell tickets.
To you people who say Braun Strowman has potential, where is it?
Yeah, I don't see it. He had potential in vignettes, maybe? Oh.
And like his great entrance music, the random screaming.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. That was god-awful.
Next,
Dudley Boys faced the New Day this week. We got another doctor promo on screen from the club about ring post-itis. And a bunch of ball puns. Testicle puns.
They apparently had Big E's testicle in a jar.
Yeah,
and
just the puns these guys are saying, like, don't get testy with me and all this stuff. Like, oh my god. Okay, I was laughing. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess it just adds to their feud. It was a decent match. Then like Dion accidentally clotheslines Bubba, which leads to the New Day picking up the win. And it looked like there's some deception because like Bubba Ray just like stared angrily at Devon.
Yep.
So I don't know if there's going to be some splitting up right there. After the match, New Day ran a promo on the club about their match on Sunday, saying that that the club won't get their hands on these New Day rocks.
Oh my lord!
So, another pun.
If you don't understand that, you're too young for the show.
Yeah. I still think my prediction is going to happen. I think Big E is going to return and either cost them the titles or help them win the titles. So it's going to be one of those.
I'd laugh. He comes out in like a wheelchair or something, or like crutches or something.
Yeah. And later on in the night, we had the club actually had a match versus Golden Truth.
Yeah. At least they weren't playing Pokemon Go this week.
Yeah, they're actually wrestling, sort of. Yeah.
And they got
I can say thank God that they didn't have Pokemon Go. They didn't play it. But the match lasted like 2 minutes. And the club won. Then the New Day came out and they started brawling with the club, laying them out, and basically almost doing like the WhatsApp with the trombone onto Anderson, but Gallows saved the day. Okay, I'm actually looking forward to this tag match because I really want to know if the New Day are going to carry on with the tag championships or are we actually going to get new champions and the streak will be ended.
Well, usually when Woods is in the match, they lose.
Yeah, I know.
So
actually, no, there was a couple pay-per-views ago that Xavier Woods won. So we'll see.
But without Big E, he's the strongest guy in the team. So we'll see what happens.
I'm excited for that match. We'll see. Moving on. So Jinder Mahal had a Raw match this week against Neville, and he basically jobbed to Neville. So you sign this guy back. He has a main event match 1 week, so it's not even televised, and then you get a match against Neville and he gets jobbed. So he signed his contract back to just be the jobber?
Yeah,
is that what his contract
what you
is?
said before they were bringing back old talent.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess so. This is a way. I guess this is actually a way to re-showcase Neville and maybe get him ready for the cruiserweight division when it comes in and have him highlight that division because Neville looks stronger than ever. He even taunted in the ring saying his ankle is really good. So good for Neville. Really, really unreal piece of talent right here. A lot of people just fly by this guy. These guys unreal. The amount of shit this guy can do. So I think he'd be really good for the cruiserweight division once it comes in, and he can definitely highlight it.
Yeah, he could be the champion.
He could be the champion.
The key point there that I forgot to get into last week with Jinder Mahal being on main event. Why are Raw superstars on SmackDown and SmackDown superstars on Raw, even on house shows or main event or superstars?
They got to cancel those.
Why?
They got to scrap those and then bring back Heat and Velocity.
But if you're gonna have brand exclusive minor shows, why do they have other superstars from other shows on it? That makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. But it's almost like main event superstars isn't even brand exclusive. Because when they show it on TV, they play it as its own show. It's not. They don't even talk about Raw or SmackDown coming up next. They talk about it as being its own show. So I don't know. Maybe they're still doing some creative ideas for that. But again, it is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. But again, a lot of stuff in WWE doesn't make sense. Moving on, we had a second women's match, technically, on Raw.
It
was Alicia Fox versus Charlotte.
Foxy got squashed.
Yeah, it's terrible. The crowd was even chanting, "We want Sasha."
Well, she was on commentary.
Yeah, it was pretty much a squash match. Charlotte won.
The most interesting part was Sasha on commentary.
Basically, and then what happened after? So we get Sasha getting told to come into the ring by Charlotte.
Key point there, backstage before that, Charlotte or Dana Brooke came up to Charlotte and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna still be there to help you." And Charlotte was like, "No, after I win my title back, I'm gonna find someone that can actually help me improve my career, not bring me down."
And we find out that this is probably a lie because Sasha gets invited into the ring, and then who gets ambushed? Sasha by Dana Brooke herself.
Dana Brooke.
And then Charlotte and her beat her down, and Charlotte locks in the figure 4 and just doesn't let go.
Neat.
Locks it in for like 5 minutes or so, and just I guess they just play her leg's not going to be 100% for SummerSlam, even though that's like, days and days away. I'm pretty sure she can heal her leg by then. If Sasha comes out limping, I'm going to be really pissed. I'm like, that was like 6 days ago. Why is your leg still hurting? Really? I hate when WWE does shit like that.
Thanks, Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
But as for the match, I mean, I really hope it's going to be a good match. Finally, a one-on-one.
I think it'll be a really good match. I see that being actually a really decent match. It's probably going to go like 15 minutes, maybe.
Hopefully, if they want to continue this women's revolution thing, have a really good match.
They even had that WWE 24 thing. So
that was fantastic.
I really hope we get
check it out.
Yeah, I really hope we get a really good match out of these two. A very good title match. So move on. Golden Truth versus the Club. Oh, we already said that. We already talked about that.
You want to talk about Golden Truth again?
No, I don't want to talk about Golden Truth again. I'm as much as I want to. Actually, not. What am I saying? Let's move on to SmackDown. So Raw. Okay, we'll see who wins at the end of this SmackDown review.
Blue action going here.
Yeah. Blue team. So we start off with the 12-man tag team match. We have the Usos, American Alpha, and the Hype Bros versus the Vaudevillains, the Ascension, and Breezango. Basically just boosting the tag team division before we get the new titles.
What was the point of this?
It's actually a pretty decent match. They haven't had like an all-out brawl.
And then we have another, like SmackDown with their commercial. Like they have the worst timing for commercials ever. We come back from commercial, and basically the bulk of the match is done, and it's just everyone hitting their spots.
Yeah. They got to fix the commercials for SmackDown. It's only 2 hours. They shouldn't have a lot of commercials.
But they always cut into the commercial in like the bulk of the match. And they come back, and then like everyone's doing their spots, and then like the match ends like a minute later. It's like, what? Like I just missed the whole match.
But for what I read from live reports, it was actually a pretty decent match. So everyone's hitting their spots. American Alpha picks up the victory. So I guess another way to just boost the division with the new titles on the way. Whenever that's going to happen, sometime after SummerSlam, I'm guessing.
I think they're going to debut it at Backlash. It'll be their first,
I think American Alpha is probably going to win that one, too. I really hope so. These guys are freaking unbelievable. I say it every week. These guys are probably the best tag team I've seen in a long time.
You don't think Breezango is going to get it?
No. Sorry. Can't get behind Breezango this way. But we'll move on to the women's division of SmackDown. And we have to talk about. Good. We'll have to talk about the first one.
Oh, do we have to? Can we just not?
So we were supposed
as the person we don't speak of.
Yeah, we're supposed to have Naomi versus that person, and I honestly cringe every time I hear that she has some sort of TV segment. But I will give this one thing, one thing: Naomi's new entrance. I can actually get behind that.
Finally, I told you. What have I been telling you?
Her new entrance. Hold up, her new entrance.
I thought it was amazing. I like this new gimmick for Naomi. It's like
her theme actually sounds better than her old one.
Yeah, it's a mix. Like it's
good. The last one was god awful. My ears bled every time I heard it. This one's way better.
I like this new like glow Naomi gimmick. I like this.
Yeah. Okay, I can get behind this a little bit. We'll see how her in-ring stuff goes, and I hope she has a different finisher.
She is probably the best athlete they have.
If she has a different finisher, I can get behind her even more.
You don't like the rear view.
I don't want to see the rear view anymore. It's the worst. It's the worst kind of finisher. It's so ineffective. It's terrible.
I like Naomi as a face, though.
Yeah. So we get Eva Marie's entrance happening right after hers, and then the entrance guy, whoever the hell that is, says that she is unable to compete due to traffic. Are you kidding me? Are they just trying to make her be like the most hated person of all time? I think that's like what they're trying to aim for. It's just insane. Oh,
and like, who's this guy that comes over the like? How would
I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who it is. Is it P.S. Michael Hayes?
I don't know, but like how? If it's an entrance video, how do they like? I don't know. I don't even know how they get that in there. But
anyways, later on, we get a really. Finally, a good match to look forward to. We get Alexa Bliss and Natalya versus Carmella and Becky Lynch. Okay, good. I can get behind that too. It's a pretty good tag team match. They are basically showcasing both feuds between two, Carmella and Natty, and Bliss and Becky. And then halfway through the match,
Fucking great. All red everything shows up finally.
Get her entrance music. Are you serious? But I can actually say thank God for Naomi. I can't believe I'm saying that. Thank God for Naomi comes out and starts chasing her around the ring. Then Natty kicks Naomi out, which kind of leads to a distraction into Becky winning with the disarmer. And then Becky and Carmella picking up the victory.
Yep.
So I guess you can't say that your girl Alexa Bliss got pinned or anything.
She didn't.
It's basically Natty's fault.
She didn't even get in the match, basically. Fucking Eva Marie had more time in the match than she did.
Her entrance is like so goddamn long. It takes like 8 hours to get to the ring. God. But then thank God for Naomi. I can't believe I'm saying that. Thank God for Naomi this week.
You're gonna like her, I'm telling you.
I hope so. I honestly hope so. But I don't want to talk about Eva Marie anymore.
Okay, the last thing I'm going to say is they better not make her the face of the women's division on SmackDown, because that would be a fucking joke and a disgrace to the women's division.
Yeah,
they want to go forward with the women's revolution. They just went back like 10 steps if they could make Eva Marie the champion.
Eva Marie, if she becomes the champion, I'll probably stop watching SmackDown. I'll watch it. I want to know the time that American Alpha is going to be on TV, and Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin, and those are the only spots that I'll watch, and maybe Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. I
will boycott the women's division as much as I don't want to, because I love Alexa Bliss and Carmella, but I will have to.
It sucks because if my girl Paige leaves, I'm going to have to find a new favorite diva.
I thought you liked Carmella.
Yeah, but I don't think she'll be my number one. We'll see.
Well, there's somebody that hasn't been called up yet.
Yep.
We're going to see her in September.
Oh, God, I can't wait to see her. If Paige is gone and it's her fault, you know what? I'll... It's much going to be hard for me to dump her because I have an entire shelf dedicated to her in my room. I'll have to be replaced.
You have to become a hugger.
Yep. So speaking of Ziggler and Ambrose, though, we got a Miz TV segment, both running promos on each other for Sunday, and honestly,
Okay, but why does Miz have to be in this? Why isn't he hyping his own fucking match with Apollo Crews? Why is he not doing anything?
We'll talk about that first. Yes, again, Intercontinental Champion for like the third week in a row is doing nothing to do with his feud with the IC title. At least this week he's not with Scooby Doo. Let's just say that he's not out with Scooby Doo was not in the ring whatsoever, and he can get his car stolen by Scooby Doo.
Okay, but he doesn't need to be in the main title picture. He has to hype his own match.
Yeah, these guys could have had their own promos on their own.
Why haven't they had like an in-ring promo together?
Yeah, Miz I don't know. They had like a backstage promo for Apollo Crews, which I'm like, okay,
that's stupid.
Thanks for showcasing him.
Just awful what they're doing with the Intercontinental Championship right now.
But we'll get into the promos between Ziggler and Ambrose. I thought were freaking amazing. They really got really intense. I love the seriousness and like intensity out of Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, he's not coming out doing his ass shake and his hair.
Man, he's like, this is a different Dolph Ziggler than we're used to seeing, and it was awesome. And he's just like yelling at Ambrose, is like, you're gonna find your guts up until and then just super kicks Dean right in the face, and I'm like, wow, damn.
RKO out of nowhere, super kick.
He got super kick out of nowhere, and he's like, this Sunday you're gonna find out that I am just that damn good.
I'm liking this Ziggler.
Wow.
A lot of people still that I've talked to are not behind the whole Dolph Ziggler thing, and that he shouldn't be in the main title picture.
I don't understand why. I think this is perfect. This kind of Dolph Ziggler deserves to be in the main title picture. This seriousness of Dolph Ziggler. It's because people for like the last 3 years have known Ziggler about that being that jobber guy and being not in the main title pictures because they can't get behind him that way because he's acting like that sort of superstar. And now you get this serious and like intensity out of Dolph. 100% perfect for the main title picture, especially for SmackDown.
I think it's going to be a good match.
This match is going to be unreal. It's going to be way more than people expected for sure.
I don't think it's going to be better than Balor and Rollins, but I think they're going to surprise some people with this match.
And God, I want to say Ambrose is going to walk out, but why? I don't know.
We'll save
They've done this to Dolph before. Yep. Then later on, Ambrose ends up having a match with Eric Rowan.
Thanks, great. Eric Rowan.
Why? It was not even a great match. Like, Rowan is the most sluggish superstar I've ever seen. Like, he's terrible. He's just so slow. Like, basically, Dean had to carry the entire match.
A mixture of Big Show and Braun Strowman.
Like, I still can't believe the match lasted longer than it should have. And you had Bray out there in his chair. And then Dean Ambrose ends up picking up the victory. And we had some sort of deception between the Wyatts there. We had Bray turning the chair around. And like looking at the Rowan mask and then leaving ringside and just leaving the mask on the chair.
Yep.
So is this the sign of the Romans or the Wyatt splitting up?
Seems like he's disappointed, and I want to see Bray Wyatt go on a singles run by himself.
And then Rowan can just disappear. Maybe go down to NXT and revamp his character because he's fucking just awful right now, and he's just way too sluggish, man. I can't stand it. Oh, that was like really, really bad to watch.
Yeah, maybe when Luke Harper comes back, they'll become a tag team.
Isn't Luke Harper on Raw?
He never got drafted.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought he got drafted.
No. Remember, no injured superstar.
Oh yeah,
Either
so
Tamina
maybe that's what they're waiting for. Maybe that can elevate the tag team division a little bit too.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But moving on, we had your boy Del Rio in a match. So days before his suspension,
this is his last match.
He has a match with John Cena. This could be his last match ever, guys. We don't know.
And it's of course with John Cena. Woohoo!
Hey, there's a semi-decent match.
Del Rio was having some good spots in this match. Like Cena was on the top rope and he did like his kick, and I was like, oh my god, that's it.
It almost felt like we should have gotten more out of this match. I'm like, this could have gone longer. Like they could have made this the main event of the show, and like
it was the main.
It was the main event. Sorry, my bad. Like I don't know. I watched it and I'm like, okay, they could have done some more stuff, but
yeah, I feel like we've seen Del Rio versus Cena
a million times.
Yeah, so we should have gotten something different. Yeah. But
so after Cena won, AJ crashes the ring after being on commentary.
This match.
Yeah, he lays Cena out with the phenomenal forearm and saying that Cena's time is up and my time is now. About to leave the ring, gets back in, tries to hit the Styles Clash. It's reversed, obviously, to the attitude adjustment. Then Cena does something unexpected, and I'm like, okay, Cena, you added more intensity to the match. Okay, I like it. He takes apart the announce table, sets up the stairs, and does an AA to Styles through the announce table.
Wow. Cena with some aggression, huh?
Again, there you go. This is why I think this match should have had a stipulation. Why? You just ended Smackdown with him going through a table. Why is this like a no disqualification match?
Maybe at SummerSlam they'll have like a backstage segment where
I really hope so, because this match needs something. It's too plain for it to be a regular match at SummerSlam. It needs a stipulation really bad. I honestly think it would have been like a last man standing or no holds barred, something like that, because this match is just going to be insane. Yeah, pun intended, I guess. Yeah. But yeah. So also on SmackDown, we had Randy Orton face Heath Slater.
So Heath Slater got his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar. He was like,
and Randy Orton.
He was limping to the ring.
Yeah. So he gets his ass kicked by Orton now. Like, Orton even gets DQ for not stopping punching him in the corner and just gets destroyed all around the arena.
Holy shit, Heath Slater won! He gets a contract! I was flipping out. And then backstage, Heath Slater's on like the doctor's chair thing.
Yeah.
The big long chair. And he's
we thought.
And he's basically like out of it. He's like not even talking, right? Daniel Bryan and Shane come out of nowhere and they're like, wow, Heath, that was great. We're gonna offer you a contract. And he's like, Mick Foley, I always thought you were better. I like your show Holy Foley on the network. And he's talking to Daniel Bryan. He's like, you're better than that other GM. And he's like, Stephanie, you look great tonight. And he's looking at Shane. He's like, you look fantastic tonight. And like, as he's about to sign the contract, Shane just like goes in and grabs the contract away, and then they just walk away. And he's like, where's my contract?
Poor Heath, man. Just all delusional, thinking he's talking to Stephanie and Mick. But I love Orton's mock of Lesnar, his taunt. He did the whole Lesnar taunt. Yeah, oh my god.
Yep.
This match is going to be intense.
I like it. I think Lesnar's going to like legitimately hurt him though.
Yeah, I feel bad for Orton. He just came back from injury.
He might go back on the shelf after this match. Yeah. Honestly, people like when it first got announced, like, oh my god, Randy Orton's going to get squashed. But now, like, reading predictions, like, people actually think Orton's going to win. I don't think he's going to win, but at least it gives you like something to hope for.
It's so hard. Like
I still think Lesnar's going to win, but it's making it more interesting now. Like, when we first got announced, we're like, oh my god, Randy Orton's going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But like now they're making him seem like more like believable,
Yeah, it's good. This is going to be a very, very, very intense match at SummerSlam. I can't wait to see this. I don't know
where it's going to be on the card, but
yeah. So yeah, this week that was SmackDown. I mean, we also had Baron Corbin beat up Kalisto for the second week in a row, but
and we had a nice plug with AJ Styles and Del Rio.
Yeah,
backstage it was like Styles was trying to pump up Del Rio, and he's like, "Listen, I don't need it to be pumped up by you. I've kicked John Cena's ass many a times." and then AJ Styles was like, "Oh, really? Because that's why I'm in the main event in SummerSlam. And you're not even on the card."
A little plug like, Del Rio. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
So speaking of SummerSlam, well, actually, we'll see. So if I had to give the winner this week, It's tough. It's tough. I'm giving Raw this week 2.5 out of 5. And I'm giving SmackDown 2.6 out of 5. SmackDown won this week for me, for sure.
Can I have it end in a tie?
You can end it in a tie if you want.
Okay, because I
no holds
really
barred on this show.
I really can't even pick a winner this week, so I'm going to say...
I say 0.6 just because, I don't know. I like SmackDown this week.
There was a lot of bad points. They didn't hype up a lot of matches going into the card that they should have.
So very, very slow week for the brand wars, definitely.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys, for the Raw and SmackDown review. So we'll end the show off with our quick Summerslam predictions. So I got the full card in front of me here, so we'll go through each match and just give our thoughts and our prediction. So... the Universal title match, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Again, probably one of the toughest matches to predict in a long time. I'm going to have to go with Finn Balor.
Really?
Just because I think Finn Balor is definitely going to be that first Universal champion. I don't think they're going to give it right to Seth Rollins. Yeah. It's a new era. There's going to be a new champion, and it's a new title. I'm thinking they're going to go with Balor.
That makes a lot of sense.
And that's probably going to be the main event.
I'd be happy with either of them winning, but I'm going to have to go with the man, Seth Rollins.
Ooh, okay. So a little indifference there. So we get into the other WWE title match, WWE World title, Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler.
Going with Ambrose.
As much as I want Ziggler to win, I'm going to go with Ambrose as well. I feel that they're still going to stick with Ambrose and try to elevate him more with SmackDown.
He's the face of SmackDown, just like Seth Rollins is the face of Raw. That's why I see him winning the title because he, is like the number one draft pick of Raw. Yeah.
So I think they're going to go with Ambrose. As much as I want Ziggler to win, how I love this intensity of his, I'm picking Ambrose. So move on to the WWE Women's title match: Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Dana Brooke banned from ringside. I'm going to go with the Banks. I'm going to have to. I think she's going to retain. I don't think Charlotte's winning it back yet.
No, I think they're really high on Sasha right now and letting her, carry the reins of the title.
Yeah, she's a good face of the women's division, so why not carry with her?
Yeah, I think she's going to hold on to the title until Bayley gets called up.
Yep, that'd be a great match.
So thankfully, Dana Brooke isn't that right?
We'll move on to WWE Intercontinental Championship match, which has the least amount of build-up ever. The Miz versus Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews winning this
I'm
match.
picking Apollo Crews because I fucking hate that the Miz had no... I think Apollo Crews is just going to win because the Miz has no hype and there's no prestige around Miz having the IC title right now.
What has he done the last 2 weeks? He's gotten into a fight with Scooby-Doo. He's made it with Maurice on the Smack Talk table, and he's had a Miz TV segment not even hyping his own match.
Wow, what an icy champion!
And I want Apollo. We both want Apollo Crews to win to be he can be that new mid card guy that can run with the title.
And now that we're not going to get Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews can definitely elevate that mid card as well.
Yeah, a new champion on SmackDown. Give the new guy a chance.
New era,
and then maybe now he can face Baron Corbin coming up. That'll be a good feud.
Oh God, that's gonna be tough for me to pick. WWE Tag Team Title match: New Day versus Luke and Carl, the Club.
Dr. Gallows and
Dr. Gallows and Dr. Anderson. I'm picking New Day. I think New Day is going to retain. I think they're going to hold on titles for a little bit longer.
Like you said, I think Big E's going to get involved in this match some way and help them retain it.
Yeah. Wow. So then the New Day continue being the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions. They're probably going to be the longest champions of all time. I think they're going to keep the titles on these guys for a while so that they're going to be the longest champions of all time.
Like we're saying, the club needs a leader.
Yeah.
With Styles being on SmackDown.
United States Championship match: Rusev versus Roman Reigns.
See, this is tough.
This is really tough because you can go with Rusev and continue being that U.S. champion. He's all right with the title. Or you can go with Roman Reigns and he could be a mid-card champion. I think it'd be good for him.
But I just don't see them giving Roman the title in Brooklyn and have him getting booed out of the building.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Rusev as well.
I think he'll win dirty or something, or maybe get disqualified.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to win clean over Roman.
Yeah.
Maybe Lana gets involved, but I see Rusev retaining because there's already going to be 2 new champions. We're saying so.
Yeah, we'll go with Rusev. This match, the first in the best of 7 series match. This terrible series, Cesaro versus Sheamus.
This better be on the pre-show. As much as I don't want Sheamus on the pre-show, as much as I don't want Cesaro on the pre-show, I want Sheamus on the pre-show. If that makes sense.
I'm picking Cesaro number 1. I think he'll win the first match.
I hope he wins 4 straight.
Move on. Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar.
I got to go with Brock, but I'm glad with the way they hyped up Randy Orton to at least be a credible and, believable opponent.
And for that, I'm picking Randy Orton.
Wow.
I think Randy Orton is going to slay the beast. I think it's going to happen.
Viperville? Ooh.
Yeah. I think Brock's going to Viperville.
Ooh. It's a scary place, I heard.
Yeah.
I love how Orton's like incorporating like his old gimmick with the legend killer thing too.
Yeah.
He's been talking about like, I've killed all legends, I'm going to kill another one. So
yeah, I think he's got Brock to the list. And Randy Orton's going to win.
Thumbs up
Viperville.
for how they made this match look.
Yeah. John Cena versus AJ Styles.
I'm going with AJ Styles.
Ooh. I'm going to have to go with AJ Styles too.
Because Cena's leaving for a couple months to film his new show.
So I think Styles is going to go out on top and start gloating about how he beat John Cena, and that'll lead into his next feud for whatever that is. Jericho versus Enzo and Cass. I think Enzo and Cass are going to pick up the win in Brooklyn.
Well, can you imagine if they had them lose in Brooklyn?
That could happen. Jericho's been freaking burying people like crazy in the past year. I mean, that could happen. And Jericho's probably going to win if Jericho and Owens win, Jericho's going to get the pinfall. It's going to be by code breaker. 100%.
He loves burying people.
Yeah.
I'll go with Enzo and Cass, obviously. But
in the last match, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and that other girl versus Carmella, Naomi, and Becky Lynch. I'm going to go with my girl Carmella, Naomi, and Becky Lynch.
I'm going with Alexa Bliss, and I'm not even going to name the other two in the match because they don't matter. The other two on the team suck.
All right. So, guys, that's our SummerSlam predictions.
What do we think the pre-show matches are going to be like? Because it's 4 hours long, so what's on the pre-show?
There's probably going to be three. There's probably going to be three pre-show matches.
I'm thinking Sheamus Cesaro.
That women's match.
The 6 Diva women tag team match.
Maybe Heath Slater has another match against someone.
There's a match for someone.
Or maybe Nia Jax has another squash match.
No, I hope not.
Something. I don't know.
Tweet us, guys. Tweet us what you think the 3 pre-show matches.
Yeah, there you go. You guys have any predictions about SummerSlam? Leave it in the comment section on YouTube or tweet at us what you think the 3 pre-show matches for SummerSlam are going to be. We want to know. Yep. So, guys, other than that, that's going to do it this week for the Lowdown Show Brand Wars. It's week number 19. And, guys, we are your WWE Canadian-based podcast that discusses reviews Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night SmackDown from the past week, as well as our Twitter poll segment, Luke Gallows polls, and WWE Headlines, where we talk about any important news in the WWE. Guys, remember, every week the Lowdown Show is broadcasted on Spreaker at Spreaker.com/NHBWP. And after it's done, it is posted on all our outlets, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spreaker itself in full. Guys, as always, I am your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters. And every week, I'm continuing to be joined by my co-host, the boss, Mr. Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
Champ, baby.
The champ.
Don't bliss me off.
And guys, we're here always reminding you to keep it on the Lowdown.
Is that what you got? And what you gonna do about it? Gonna kick your sorry ass, but what you gonna do?